Christmas is almost here. This has been a crazy year. A lot of people have been working from home. We have been scared about one variant of COVID 19 after another. However, Michael Kane has given us a gift of Christmas Prism, an app that takes you on a tour of homes that are providing amazing light and sound displays. And Michael Kane's app has made it very easy for us to spot those homes. Michael, thank you very much for coming onto the show.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
So, who is Michael Kane?
I'm a husband and dad of two little boys, and basically just a full-time tech nerd. Always coding, always trying to come up with something, new and creative to put on my phone.
Uh, you're breaking up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, just a husband and a dad of two. And,
Right.
I'm just a full-time nerd. So I'm always coding and trying to come up with a different app and, think of, crazy things I could do on my phone.
So that's how you thought of it, or was that something else that prompted you to look up for? Uh, you saw a need that there was no such resource.
Yeah. So I'm a full-time engineer, and it's very rare you come across a problem that really wasn't solved yet. Most of the time you're like, well, I can improve that solution, but rare do you ever see there's no solution. And so last year we were big into Halloween. So we had all our Halloween lights up. And my son, who is 3 now, was learning his colors. So he was like orange and purple. And then when we took them down, people were already decorating for Christmas lights on my street. So, I was like, Mikey, go look at those lights. What colors are they? And so he really loved them. So we put them in the car. We drove around a little bit, and there wasn't that many houses. So, it quickly turned into chaos. Both kids started crying. Where's the houses? So we got home, and I asked my wife, can you go on some of your mom groups and find out where the best lights are around so we could take a good drive with the kids? But everybody was asking the same question. Where are all the Christmas lights? And so, going on the Nextdoor app, which I use frequently to talk to my neighbors, they were all thinking the same thing. So, a couple days later, it wouldn't leave me. I had to solve this problem. So I thought, even if just my street or my community used this, it was a big win. So, my goal was, let's get 50 houses and then let's take the kids out. And then it kind of blew up. Everybody was kind of looking for this.
Well, that was great. That was great. So you saw a need primarily for your kids, that they wanted to see some Christmas lights, and there are homes everywhere. But how do you find them? And that is where you filled in the gap.
Exactly. You definitely do not want to drive around aimlessly with toddlers in the car.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I first heard about your app last year, and I didn't get to use it too much, but this year again I said I think we should have you on the show because
Yeah.
while a lot of people are already aware of your show of your app, there could be a lot of people who may not know it. So I'm glad you brought you put this app together for us, and so why don't you tell us how the app works and how people can contact you if they want more information on how to put their homes on the on your app. I see that you have a list of your website, ChristmasPrism.com, and you want people to contact you by email, contact at ChristmasPrism.com. So we have that
Yeah.
on the screen. Now, why don't you show us how your app works?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, you go through a little introduction and it asks you for your location permission. And we use that so we could kind of pinpoint you on the map so we could say, hey, Mike is in Westchester. Let's show him all the houses around the area. And what we could do is basically what you'll see is all these little icons on the map. And these represent houses that, registered with the app and want to be seen. So, you could tap on one and it'll come up. And each one has a title and a little bit of information. You could tap on it and you could share the house. And it's important to note that, every display that gets submitted is manually approved. So we make sure there's all good content for the kids. So it's, parents love to give the kids the app so they can look through all the houses. So basically, once you take a gander and say, okay, I want to go to this zip code now. So you could filter by zip codes. And you could just kind of scroll just like Instagram and see all the wonderful houses in our area. So you could see, Westchester. Every house is just utterly amazing. Everybody puts up such nice displays and they love to show it off. And there's information about food drives and different things. So when you're going to these displays, it's really good to, educate yourself. Can I bring them some food, some canned goods? How can I give back? And it's really nice to leave a comment for people. So you could go in the comments and say, see, this person said, we'll be there to help donate. So it's really good way to tell the homeowners that I loved your house. We appreciate it. Keep doing it. So that's how it works. And you could basically, it's really big in Delaware County, Philadelphia, Norristown. We're catching on in Westchester area all around. And so even though there's a lot of houses in the queue that need to be approved, so there's more houses being added every single day. So it's really easy to do that. At the top right, you'll see the little filter button. So if you just want to see the major attractions and that's all you want to do, you hit apply, and then you could basically say they have these little animating icons because I figured it was very eye-catching. So this person is Augustine's Winter Wonderland. They're fantastic in the community. They won the Pico contest last year. So if you just want to see these big attractions, you could just filter that. You could tap and see what kind of stuff they offer. There's Santa Clauses, like a lot of information. And what's easy about this is, say you want to go see it. So you tap the little icon and there's a navigate button on the bottom right. So you could just hit navigate. It knows where you're at and it'll take you right to the place. And that's what's really easy about it. So it helps you guide you there. So you could just, clear your filter. What's really great is you could also save houses. So it shows you all your saved houses. And we have a new feature this year called Visited, where if you go to a house and you click check in, we could verify you're there and you earn coins. So it's a great way for people to come back and a little gamification. So if you press the little triangle, it'll bring you right back to your house. And it's as simple as that. That's how you go looking for Christmas lights.
Question. Can people set up a tour? Say, for example, they are in Westchester. So they have time to spend a few hours, and can they pick and choose which home they want to see based on where they are?
So the list view is your greatest asset right here. But what we're going to add is basically a radius finder. So if you're like, I'm in Westchester, I want to travel no more than 15 miles, you're going to be able to do that probably by mid next week. It makes it really easy. So what I tell people is, if you see, start at your house and start thinking of places you want to visit and hit that little save button. And then once you get a list of all your saved buttons, you could go with filter. I want to filter all my saved. And then you could go through your list and kind of get a route going and see where you want to go.
Right. Yeah, that is great. So do you stay busy mainly before and after the holidays, or is it like work in progress throughout the year?
So last year was, the first year, and I've learned a lot. I was expecting 50 houses and we got over 2,000 houses. We have 80,000 users as of last year. And as a coder, I coded it so it would work. Mm-hmm. What I didn't expect was the cost associated with having that much people and that much data. Right. So, after January hit, you have to, kind of go through your head, is this sustainable? Can I get this out next year? So what we did was, at the end of the year, we saw that Pico was actually doing a holiday contest on Instagram. And we kind of started mirroring each other, promoting the contest, promoting the app. And then, mid-February, we kind of got to talking and we formed a sponsorship. So Pico sponsored the app this year, which is why you see the Pico logo on the houses, and you can see them throughout the app. So what we have this year is called the Pico Lighting Contest. It's free to enter. Everybody in the Pico zone can join it for free. Everybody in Westchester and Exton, hop on, and all you have to do is basically tag Pico in an Instagram post, and you're registered. And the prizes are fantastic. Flyers tickets, zoo tickets, Shady Brook holiday light tickets, all the way, to gift cards. Like, the winner gets so much Philadelphia swag. But that is kind of how version 2 this year got brought to everybody, thanks to the help of Pico.
Absolutely. I mean, people don't think how much effort and time goes into this, how much money goes into this. And I'm glad you were able to get that Pico on your side. I mean, Pico does amazing things, and so they are awarding all those prizes. Is that right?
Yeah, so everybody, they have a lot of great partners in the community, and everybody banded together to make this tournament really great. So it's kind of like a March Madness tournament where there's 64 houses, and you go through each round, and it's public voting. So you're just going to vote on Instagram.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. So we started in February, and we're still working on it. So you're talking, 10 months of effort to bring this new app. And last year was just iOS, because that's what I'm an iOS coder.
Right.
So, it took me, 2-3 weeks to get version 1, but after it took off, I was working every night, every morning, getting updates out, hearing people's feedback and making it better. So, weeks and months upon end. And now we have an Android version out this year, so everybody can experience it. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a semi-yearly, working on it all the time.
And your son is happy, right?
Yeah. So he gets 2 things. So one, he gets to hold my phone and browse it, which he loves to do. And then he loves, this year he's finally understanding Santa Claus and Elf on the Shelf and Christmas lights. And it's really cool to say, hey, your dad built this, what do you think? And, he's only 3, but he gets it, and it's fun to show him.
Right. And I mean, this kind of projects definitely can get help from sponsors. And with the Pico, are you also looking from any other people to help you out, so our viewers can maybe help?
Yeah, so the main goal of ChristmasPrism was to make sure that it was free for the end user. So my main goal is I have to keep it free for everybody. And fortunately for the sponsorship, I was able to do that. I wanted to keep it local, and I'm always looking for new sponsors, but I love local sponsors, especially in our area, to help, bridge the gap, because it has so much traffic and it's a lot of local traffic. And, for me, it only makes sense to help out the people around me. Especially, Delco, Chestco, they're the people who boosted it up in the first place. So yeah, I'm always looking for sponsorships to keep, ChristmasPrism free.
Right. Absolutely. That is phenomenal that, what started as a wish from your son to see more homes, and
I know
it blossomed into this amazing app that thousands of local residents are using.
I would never dreamt this would happen, for sure.
Right. Is there anything else you want to tell our viewers, how they can spread the word?
So we accept if you have even one strand of light on your house, we want to see it. We want you to show it off. So please don't hesitate that, you don't have to have an elaborate display. I certainly do not. I have lights on my bushes and my trees, but it's nothing like the extravagant light shows that you see, with hundreds of likes. And it's really easy to add. Basically, you click the plus button at the bottom, and, you could add pictures and a title and a description. And once I approve it, you're on the map. And it's really a lot of fun watching the feedback, and, everybody takes pride. So it's really good to get some feedback from your neighbors.
Right.
And
And
the number one request we had throughout the year was, are we going to support other holidays? So
right.
2022, we do have a Halloween version coming out, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for people to see this app.
Right. Yeah. We live in a society where people observe different religions, and it is a great way to support everybody. Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and various festivals of lights observed by different religions, and throughout the year, of course. So and again, I have seen many homes that put in a very elaborate light and sound display. They spend not only days but weeks and months preparing for it, and they come back next year with even better. So it is great that your app provides people, the residents, to experience those amazing displays of sound and light.
Absolutely. I every day I'm amazed at new things that pop up on the app, and I can't thank the people enough. And we absolutely support every holiday. Christmas Prism is just the name that gets associated, but we want to see everybody's holiday displays.
Right, right. Yeah, more the merrier.
Exactly.
Right, right. So, Michael, I again want to thank you for joining me at a short notice. I you know, uh, I'm going to try to tour as many homes as I can uh, with my grandkids, and they would be absolutely thrilled to, and we will. We will try to share this information on multiple social media websites, and definitely share with your followings so that they
Mhm.
can watch this show. And uh, we do this small biz spotlight show every Saturday at 10 o'clock, and we highlight small businesses. We started this show at the beginning of 2020, just as we were getting into the pandemic, because we are all small businesses and we have to support each other, help each other, because it, a small business provides employment, provides products and services to the community, and it is in our own interest to support small businesses like you and me, and thousands of others. We also spotlight community organizations on our shows. And if you are a small business or a community organizations, I would love to hear from you to see if we can have you on our show. Uh, Michael, thank you again for joining us, and I'm sure we will be in touch, and I'll provide you some feedback after I check out some of these homes.
Please do. Thank you so much. I love what you're doing with the community, and we appreciate you, Vipin, so much. Thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure because I have found that as a small business, you have better connection. Like, I mean, just think about this. If you needed a plumbing or some kind of service, try going to those big box stores. You can get some help, but your local hardware store, they are full of resources. They can walk you through some of the things, and they have helped me in the past. So it is just my way of giving back. And I thank you for making this app available to all of us at no charge. And also want to thank Pico for sponsoring this app.
Absolutely.
So I thank you again, and I hope you and your family have an amazing holiday. And I'm sure you are brightening people's lives with this app so that they can enjoy the holiday in some in some amazing homes that they can enjoy. You have any final words before we say goodbye, Michael?
I mean, just thank to the whole community for coming together and making this app what it is. And, it's, I just provided a platform, but everybody that's in the app and uses the app, they're the ones that make it a success. And, so I won't stop supporting you, and I appreciate you not stop supporting me. So thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Michael. Have a good one. Happy holidays, and we'll see you sometime.
Happy holidays, Vipin. Thank you.
Thank you.